Uh-oh.
Growing yet. And things that are coming up, we put covers over them so the birds don't eat it. Because it's like migratory season, so there's like lots of birds that are coming through because they're flying, like they're coming back north because it's getting warmer.
Oh.
Anyway, but so we have to cover them until they get big enough that the birds won't attack them.
I see.
So, yeah. This is all of our garlic. So that will be ready like in June or July.
I remember you have music garlic. Yep. Is that the one?
Yeah, there's a couple varieties in here, but that's definitely one of them that's in here. Planted this last week. And so we put a lot of this black landscape fabric down, mostly to keep the soil wet so the water doesn't evaporate. And it keeps the weeds down too. So some of these rows, like these 2 rows, don't have anything in them yet, but when they do, we'll either put holes in the fabric or we'll just take it off and then leave it out. It depends on the crop. That's what those tall things, they're like slowly coming back. What else is in here? Little bok choys.
Oh.
So, a couple weeks. Off. Pipes underground, and then they come up in different sections, and we run this from there. And then, so this is drip. And so when it's on, the water just kind of slowly drips out at these holes. So it mostly is going right into the soil. Some farms, use sprinklers, which can work, but this summer it's so hot that if you're gonna do that, you have to do that at night, or else it's just gonna go up into the sky and not in the ground. So
in the sky and then evaporate.
Yeah.
Sprinkle.
Yeah.
Let me
kill plants, and we'll keep the cover on them for like another couple weeks, mostly so that the birds don't get it. And then at night you can get a little chilly, and so just since they're young, we just want to protect them from freezing. Yeah, so we'll cover this actually up tonight. Overwintered, so it's once it stays that it'll be like warm enough at night, then we'll leave the cover off then for good. But we try to use rice straw because there's less seed in rice straw, but we use it to keep the soil moisture. So it's like a mulch, so it helps to keep the moisture in there. And it also keeps the weeds from popping up too a little bit because it blocks like the sunlight.
I see.
Yeah.
Straw you need to order from somewhere.
Yeah, we get it from our feed store. Usually the straw is from alfalfa. Because usually they're selling it, for animals to eat. And so if you put a whole bunch of that down, it's fine, but there's a lot of seed, and so you'll start getting a lot of alfalfa growing, which is okay, but when you're trying to grow other stuff, then you have to weed it. So the rice straw works. It still has some seeds, but it's not
as much as alfalfa.
Yeah. Here, like an hour ago.
An hour ago.
This is my little herb house. So there's not so much herbs in it right now because there's not so much that have survived. But some like sage and lemon balm and parsley, some oregano and thyme. So we'll put some more that in here. I'll grow my basil in here once it's like a little bit warmer, and dill and that kind of stuff. Is outside, which is really nice. And you'll see the other ones that we grow a lot of our greens just because they like when the light gets diffused from the plastic. It hits the plastic. You know, it's not as bright and sharp.
Yeah.
So the greens really like to grow.
What is the name of this again?
Anise. It's ANISE.
Oh.
Hyssop. HYS. Let me make sure that it just got all dirty though because we were just putting all the compost on it. So. It's licoricey flavored. Were you thinking of the lemony stuff? That's the stuff in the back. What do you think of that one?
I like the one.
Yeah. Yeah. The stuff, it's like a lemon balm in the back.
Let me try.
Yeah, you can do it.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a little different, but
It's sweet, a little bit
did you find
sweet.
some of the lemon stuff? Yeah. So that big patch in the back is lemon balm.
Oh, that one?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, you wanna try too?
So people make a lot of tea with lemon balm. Not just because of the flavor, but it's also good. It's good for like your circulation. I don't know. But
Tastes similar. Just close to coffee alarm leaf, but not exactly. But have the taste like similar.
yeah, so when you cook with it, you know, it's not as potent. But it's still. Yeah, people usually put it like in a jar in the sun, and then make like sun tea.
Oh,
You know, with the leaves. Or if you're just having like cold water, you know, just put some in it and let it sit, and it gives it a little bit of some flavor.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, and I think for coffee alarm leaf it's hard, but this one is like soft.
It's also like new growth.
Oh.
In the summer, it'll get a little bit tougher.
I see. You like it?
Yeah. And this is sage, which is it's like slowly coming back. This is a really old bush. I had to chop it when we. But anyway, this is like people usually roast stuff with it.
Oh.
You know, or if you're
You smell
making
it?
like a chicken or something, you can like put it in the cavity as it's cooked, so it makes that flavor.
Oh.
So this one we're gonna put all of our cherry tomatoes in.
Oh.
So next week we'll be getting the rows ready. We just built this one too, but we'll get the rows ready because right now they're just kind of janky. But and then we'll put all of our cherry tomatoes in here. So it'll be warm enough that they'll be able to start growing now, and then in the summer we can put the sides down and the shade on it, and they won't because tomatoes don't like the full sun. They get sun scald. They get like almost like blisters on their skin because it's too hot. So we try to grow them in some sort of shade. Yeah. Running over this, but there's mostly carrots planted under here. You can kind of see the little, it's not on or anything, the little ones that have started to pop up. So that's how like the carrot comes up. Just like that. And carrots take like about 3.5 months to grow until they're like the size that you want to eat them. So we have all these rows of carrots getting ready for, let's see, it's March, April, so like June or so. And then with like a lot of root crops, you have to get them almost ready by the time it gets really hot because they don't grow so well in the summer. So they'll just kind of like stay in their like almost ready time growing.
Need to start in springtime.
Yeah. Yeah. These are all carrots. So these are, there's a lot going on here. So lots of things, little tomatoes and peppers. And lettuce and kale and broccoli and more bok choy.
Yum, yum.
Yes.
All sorts of
Yum, yum, yum.
yeah. These are all peppers. I reused tomato things, but these are all peppers. Just trying to reuse as many tags as we can.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Try at least.
And you bought the seed or you bought like the
No, yeah. We started the seeds in like smaller containers and then we just put them in here because they'll get bigger.
I see.
And we won't put them in the ground until they're, taller. But then we won't have to move it again. It'll just grow in these cups. Yeah. Your finger, or you can have like a knife, or you can kind of pop them.
I see.
And you gently pull it up, and then that soil is already in the cup and it's wet, and you just kind of put it in.
I see.
It's a very like gentle. Probably next week, maybe. Okra, a bunch of little okras. All these are okras. Okra. You know okra? I'll show you it. It's usually in the summertime. It's something that what are you doing? People really like in like the southeast of this country, so like Georgia, Alabama, those states. They make like it's kind of like a pepper, but it's a little slimy. So some people don't like it.
I see.
Yeah.
And it's the fruit, right? Is it a fruit?
Yeah.
Or, yeah. Okay.
5 or 6 years. So we have onions that have been growing. There's some radishes all in this row. And then some more carrots. We do a lot of interplanting of things. Because most crops can grow next to each other and be fine. There's a couple you have to like be careful not to put right next to each other. But we just try to use as much space as we can. Sugar snap peas, but they haven't flowered yet or peed yet, but they should soon. Arugula.
Arugula, the one that have pepper.
Kind of like watercress, but a little bit more pungent. Baby beets. In that row, the colorful things are baby beets. Old carrots that are still popping up.
That's onion.
Yeah, onions. They're a type of onion called walla wallas. So if you let them grow, they take a long time, but they're the ones that get like really, really big. We'll probably pull these in a couple weeks and start doing spring onions. So, like use the greens and like the bottom part. They won't get that big because they're so close to each other, right now. You'd have to thin them out, but...
Is this ready to harvest the onion?
You can pull an onion whenever you want to because a lot of people just eat, the
green
like
part.
the... Hey. Well, it tastes like an onion. So I prefer the onion greens, and then you could still use the stem because the stem tastes more like onion.
I see, but this one not the onion that like the yellow onion, not like that, right? The big one, not like.
Yeah, if you let it keep growing, it would get fatter on the bottom. It just takes a while until it's ready to get fat.
Yeah, I tried go once, but I'm like, it never get fat. I mean, it's not.
It takes a while. It takes a.
I see. So yeah, let's eat the clean part.
Yeah, but the green is kind of a nice.
Using this green too.
Yeah. What else? This is like a little bit of lettuce that's starting to pop up. I have bigger stuff in the other high tunnel, and spinach is growing on the other side. It's an old. It needs to get pulled though.
Oh, that's a spinach.
Yeah. This is kohlrabi.
Rabi.
There's purple and there's white. I had it last year sometimes. It has like it's like a cabbage turnip tastes like. It has like a big bottom and then a couple leaves that come up. It's yeah, I don't know.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I can show. Yeah, when it's just starting to, you know, but it gets like a baseball size. Root thing to it.
Broccoli, and carrot. Small onion.
We're finally getting to cleaning up all the rows of stuff that has died. So we finally got to the corn. That's why it's
Right here.